What's good, YouTube? It's your boy RJ, and today I'm back bringing y'all another video by your boy It's Complicated. If you've never heard of the channel, go check him out. Link is in the description. Shout out to you. Let's get into the video.
Do you believe that men initially do really nice things for women because they eventually want sex?
A majority
That's
of the time.
part of it.
If so, why would a woman ever accept an extravagant offer from a man if she wasn't interested in having sex?
Because why not just get what you can?
There are some greedy broads out there, you know? If you're not gonna give when you take.
I mean, they're the ones asking you, and they don't have to do something extravagant. It's a choice, and they're choosing to do it, and you're just accepting it. It is what it is.
Isn't that leading a man on?
Yes,
It definitely is.
and I don't agree with it.
Yes, leading a man on for extravagant said offer without putting out.
Nice guy and a good man. Nice guys will play the part because they're expecting something in return. Nice guys will do favors for women with the expectation of sex as a return favor.
Everybody expects something in return. People very seldomly give their energy, resources, time, money to people that they don't expect something in return. It's human nature. It goes back to self-preservation. I'm preserving my resources, me as a person, the things that I bring to the world, to reality. I'm preserving that unless there's some type of self-interest involved. Now, there is nothing wrong with doing something for somebody and expecting something in return. It's all about how do you use that? Are you doing it in a manipulative way when you're receiving from somebody or giving to somebody? Are you doing things of equal value? And ultimately, are the things that you are bringing to the table or bringing to the relationship, are they of value? If they're not of value, then there is something out of whack, there is something out of balance, and there needs to be reflection that needs to take place.
Now listen, that's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about that.
Good men will do favors because out of the goodness of their heart for the goodness of humanity.
That's true as
and
well.
without expecting something in return.
Not all the time.
Why do so many women think sex is the only thing men care about when it's usually just the first thing?
Exactly.
Probably because we all been through the same shit over and over and over again. Like, every guy that walks up to you, that's what they want from you. Like, they want to sleep with you. It's like hit it and quit it type shit, period.
They think it's the only thing because, you know, we vultures, we men, we lions
not
out
vultures.
here. We pounce on everything we see.
If you're gonna fuck me on the first date, then I don't want to be with you because you obviously don't care about anything else than what the fuck I look like.
Now, that whole statement that she just said is a total contradiction. She said, if you are going to fuck me on the first date, then obviously you don't care about me. Well, why are you letting me fuck on the first date? If you want it to be deeper than just sex, why are you letting me fuck on the first date? Because guess what? If you give it to me, I'm a man. I'm going to take it on the first date. But in the back of my mind, I'm remembering this. And I'm thinking to myself, well, dang, if she just met me and she's already letting me hit on the first date, I'm going to assume that she's done this with possibly many other men. And that's not something that I want in a woman. That's not somebody I want by my side. Somebody who's easy. Someone who's going to let just any guy that she finds attractive or funny or cute or whatever the case may be to come along and be able to hit on the first date. Obviously, there is no self-value in her, which means that if I was to give her my resources, there's no value that I'm investing in. What am I investing in, right? That whole statement that she just said defeats itself. You can't allow a man to fuck and then put the blame on him like, oh, I'm not interested in him. Then if you're not interested in him, why are you sleeping with him in the first place? Think about it.
I believe that a lot of women think it's the only thing a man cares about because it's the first thing. Because for women, we tend to prioritize where something is going, where the intentions are, where the investments are, whereas a man likes to start with the sex and then determine whether or not he wants to factor in any of those other things.
Possibly.
And because of that, that is one of the last things we consider most often, whereas that's one of the first things men consider. For us,
no, it's not always
it
the first thing.
feels
Feels
like if that's what they're jumping to, then all the things before it must not matter to them.
What is the first thing that pops into your head when you see a really hot guy?
Damn, he's hot.
I hope he notices me.
I observe how much work he's taken to get there, the physical and mental discipline that it would have taken to get to that point. I reflect on the fact that that must have taken some good qualities and character for him to have achieved that look. I don't immediately think about oh, I want to sleep with him. I more observe the amount.
I think that I see them and they're hot and I just want to sleep with them.
I think that's actually a perfect example of how different people can be.
Honestly, I think this lady's trying to be politically correct. I'm thinking she's leaning more on her friend's side. Her friend, you know what? Her friend keeps it real. Her friend keeps it real. She said, you know what? If he's hot, I want to sleep with him. I think she's the same way. But I find that a lot of women do this, right? They look at it from an ideal perspective. They're not realistic with themselves. You find a guy attractive. That means that he already has some type of influence over you. And if his mouthpiece is right, he's going to get the cakes. Let's just be honest. It's all up to him. But if he already has her attention and he says all the right things and he brings certain qualities to the forefront that she can notice, he's more than likely going to get the buns. Just be real.
What I see is I see the effort that they put into that. What she sees is a really, really hot guy that she wouldn't mind getting in bed with.
There you go, girl. There you go, girl.
Everybody's different, men and women.
What are your thoughts on the following expression? Men fall in love with their eyes, women fall in love with their ears.
I think that's true because men say a lot of, tend to say a lot of things to get to a woman to do certain things. Like they lie and stuff like that, or may like love bomb kind of, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he's meaning those kind of things. And women believe it.
Isn't that why women wear makeup and it's why men lie?
No.
Exactly true.
No.
And also pretty girls
It is
have
true.
endless opportunities with the same guy.
Isn't that why women wear makeup?
She's spitting jewels. Pretty girls have endless opportunity. That's why when a woman ever comes to me like, well, I have all these guys shooting they shot this, that, and the third. Well, I make it known right there. That's obvious. Obviously, you're going to have men shooting they shot at you because you're a pretty woman, right? But from a male perspective, we don't get that necessarily that same type of treatment. Even if you're an attractive man, that does not mean that your DMs are blowing up with women that want to sleep with you. Now, there might be women that scroll across you on their timeline and they're like, damn, that fine right there. But at the same time, that don't mean that they're about to slide in your DM because women are not the hunters. Women are not usually the go-getters. You got some women out there that shoot their shot, but more times than not, women are not willing to put themselves out there to possibly be rejected. And most women that find you attractive will automatically place you above her, right? Even if she's super attractive, right? She will automatically place you above her because she finds you attractive. Right, so there's already a power dynamic going on there in their mind. Someone once told me that you see yourself differently than the world sees you. I'm gonna repeat that. You see yourself differently than the world sees you. More times than not, if you're working on your purpose, if you're working on your physique and your physical look, and you're working on your mental capacity and your emotional capacity, more times than not, you see yourself lower than people around you see you. A lot of the times, people would notice things in you that you don't even notice in yourself. That also falls in the same lines of, look, you obviously are not sexually attracted to yourself, if you're in your right mind at least. Being attractive to women is a major part in the power dynamic within a relationship. So always keep that in mind. Always keep that in mind. A lot of the times, if you are walking in public and you look at a woman, you find her attractive and she looks at you and obviously you see some of her eyes, but she immediately looks away, she looks down, that means that she's attracted to you. Her confidence is not there. She's kind of intimidated by you. That's why she looks down. It's almost like a submissive thing, right? Just because she look away from you does not mean that she's not attracted to you. She might just be intimidated. So keep these things in mind when you're out here dealing with women, courting women, and dating and things of that nature. Look for a lot of this body language because a lot of the times that will tell the full story and that will give you the information you need to move accordingly. Let's continue.
But it's why men lie.
That's cute. I like it, but men also have beards to hide their faces.
And hats.
So we all do things to hide our faces with the eyes.
Hold on. Did she just say men have beards to hide their faces? No, we have beards because it's our hair. That's like saying, oh, you grow your hair out to hide your scalp. No logic.
And appear better looking to people.
When it comes to relationships, what do women bring to the table?
We're women, we're just superior, period.
Some women believe that they don't have to bring anything to the table, and just by being a woman, that's enough.
Back to the bullshit.
Other women believe that they should bring character, morals, standards, loyalty, intellect, conversation, fun, livelihood.
What do I bring to the table?
So I'm thinking.
Nothing.
That's a great question.
Sense of humor.
Nothing.
No.
Keep it
Yeah,
real.
humor. I bring. No, I do a lot in the beginning too. I also put myself out there and pretend like I'm a very homely homemaker, and then as time goes on, I let that go.
Wow.
A lot of women
She not lying either.
have brought those things to the table, and then they've gotten screwed by men who took advantage of what they were bringing to the table. Now, unfortunately, I do believe that men have a mentality of, you think about a mentality that a man is taught for work. Get as much as you can for as little effort as possible. That's how you climb the ladder. Most men are not taught how to do relationships. They're taught how to succeed in the workplace.
Right.
And a lot of men, because they aren't taught relationships from their fathers, they transfer that mentality into relationships.
That's true.
What we
That's
end
true.
up seeing
I
then
agree.
is men that are testing the waters. How little can I put in for a maximum return? And women feel used. Because
That's
of that,
true.
women feel like they don't have to bring anything to the table anymore, and that they should just be appreciated for just simply being there. And it's a very toxic cycle.
Men are typically expected to court women, approach women, ask them out on dates, pick them up, pay for dates, make the first move. What are women expected to do to build a relationship?
Well, I feel like a woman is where it all starts. Like, without a woman, there would be no relationship. Like, I don't know. Men don't know what they're doing without a woman. So, like, why do you think men are always chasing women?
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Okay, let's pay very close attention to the pink hair. If that's not an indicator, I don't know what is. We should have knew when we seen the pink hair, but she has obviously been fed a narrative that is so far from reality. She's trying to make it make sense herself, but in my opinion, she has been fed it over and over and over again that it actually makes sense to her. She really believes that men cannot function without women, and that women is where it all started. No, men, we are the seed. We are the seed, and we plant our seed into the woman. Now, we both have equal value, but we play different parts. You cannot have one without the other. Does not mean that women is more superior to men and men being more superior to women. Men can live independently without a woman. Women are very dependent on strong men. If we remove the strong men from the world, women are left helpless, women and kids. So we all play a valuable part. We play a equal in value part, but we play different roles. She has an outlook on life where she tries her best to diminish the role of men, and that's going to lead her into failed relationships, toxic relationships. It's going to lead her into regret and a lot of mistakes when it comes to dating. Shout out to It's Complicated. I'm gonna go ahead and shout out my little brother. Go ahead and check this out real quick.
Lose track of time when I hit the road. Baby, I can't text you, I don't got my phone. I'm doing 90 on the interstate. Baby, you can't catch me, you can't run my place. And I'm stuck in that bubble. I'm taking a beat and I'm rolling the dust, but the shit it ain't feeling like trouble. I keep my head low and I'm fighting my demons. I let up the match and I double.
You will definitely mess with his channel. My little brother is doing great things. His content is amazing and he's on the up and coming. So I'm gonna also leave his link in the description. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Give a brother the HBO special. Help a brother out special. Go ahead and smash that like button when you do. Also click that notification bell so you are notified when I upload these banger videos. But I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Deuces, you too.